Welcome to Bake With Me. Today we are going to do two fabulous things. We are going to bake a gingerbread cake. It's a perfect recipe for the holidays, or you can make it any time of the year. So I'm going to teach you how to make a gluten-free gingerbread cake, and I'm going to introduce you to our wonderful guest. Please meet Jacob.
Hi.
It's a party in the kitchen. All right, so look at all of this. It's beautiful, a rainbow of ingredients. Do you like that?
Yeah, rainbow.
Although it will not look rainbowish at all. It's a very dark recipe.
Rainbow of bowls.
A rainbow of bowls. Can you please tell us why I invited you to be with us?
Because Jews love to eat.
I'm Jewish, you're Jewish, we like to eat. It's true.
It is.
It's true.
And then you talk a lot when you eat, and we're going to talk about cancer today.
That went really dark.
It did. You went dark before.
We're gonna have a dark cake.
Dark cake.
We're gonna have a dark subject.
Yeah.
No, it's gonna be great. We are gonna talk about skin cancer. Both Jacob and I have been inflicted with, how many times did you go through it?
I lost count.
Really?
One major surgery, one outpatient, and then skin checks every 6 months.
Yes.
And a new little swipe. Feel like a piece of Swiss cheese.
Hey, Swiss,
Hey.
We love our Swiss,
Yeah.
right? I have had it twice, both
Okay.
on my little nosy.
Nose.
I can't say little, we already mentioned I'm Jewish,
Jews.
right? Yeah.
Jews and noses.
Jews and noses, it happens. So twice I've had skin cancer on my nose, and this latest bout was probably the most extensive, but we'll get into that
Yeah.
while we're baking, because who doesn't want to talk about skin cancer while they're baking?
It's the best thing ever.
Best thing ever. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I am going to start with our dry ingredients. I'm gonna mix in 1 3/4 cup of rice blend flour. Rice is nice.
Rice is nice.
Rice is nice. That is a gluten-free rice blend flour. Then we have a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. We have 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Yes, you just stand there and look pretty, honey.
You want me to do the Vanna stuff?
Yes, please. We have 1 1/2 teaspoons of cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of ginger. We have a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. And a 1/4 cup of dark brown sugar. And I am going to toss these. Can you catch it?
That would have been great.
That would have been great.
That would have been really good.
So tell me, Jacob, because we're baking now.
Okay.
So what can we talk about? Let's talk about cancer.
Cancer.
Tell me about the first time, how you noticed or how you found out that you had skin cancer.
So I had a mole on my hand. To me, it was just a mole.
Yeah.
From Florida or whatever, we have moles.
Right.
It's just something you grow up with. It's there. And it was right on the top of my hand, and I used to rub it when I would miss my kids. And they called it my hand belly button. Like, it was a really cute thing. And it was just like, that's my hand belly button.
Sort of soothing,
I'm missing my
almost.
kids. I'm just gonna, like, here we go. But my girlfriend at the time, her sister is a dermatologist. And they kept saying, get it checked out, get it checked out, get it checked out. Hey, you should go get this checked out. Me being a guy.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm not gonna do anything. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a mole. So one day, honestly, just to shut her up. Yeah.
I love your honesty.
Yeah, just to not hear it anymore. I was at my primary. I said, can you just take this mole off my hand? I don't think it's anything. It's not that big of a deal. And he took the mole off, called me 3 days later, said, sir, you have melanoma.
Which is the absolute scariest kind of skin cancer.
Yes. It's a death sentence. Nobody will let you live with it. There's no medication. There's nothing they can do. They can get it out of your body or try to get it out of off your skin if it doesn't get in the bloodstream. But I got that call. Of course, I panicked because I told everybody for over a year to leave me alone. It's not a big deal. Within 9 days after seeing a specialist, another dermatologist, and blah, 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 I was on the table, ready to go. And they just
Not the dinner table.
Not the dinner table. That would have been much better.
Okay.
But yeah, they got me into another dermatologist, then to a specialist because of the location of the cancer and how deep they needed to cut in. And yeah, it's been Been a wild ride. They got it all. That's still one of the scariest things to talk about. Because you go in the day of the surgery, they fill you up with radiation or whatever to check. You're awake for that stuff. I asked the doctors to turn the monitor so I could see what was happening, so I could see.
One of those.
Oh yeah, they broke 2 needles trying to get into my hand.
All right, Superman.
Yeah, it was weird. And then I watched the radiation go through my veins because I can see the monitors off the sides. It was wild. Goes into my first lymph node in my elbow, into my second, into my chest, and then I watched the cancer spread across my chest into my other arm, and then just disappeared. I didn't know what I was looking at.
Right.
I just thought, hey, that's cool.
Hey, that's cool.
That's neat. Like, okay, we're taking you to surgery. Went in, the whole thing. Woke up whenever later. I don't even know how long that was. 5 days later, got a phone call from the doctor, said, Jacob, I know I'm not supposed to call you for a couple days. I don't know where your cancer is. I don't know why you don't have cancer. And I said, what do you mean? He said, well, based on the lymph node test, based on everything that we did, it spread through your body. Now, as we've taken it out, we don't know. Yeah.
So if you have a quarter, go ahead and flip it, and we'll tell you if you got cancer or not.
He thought it was, he asked if I had tattoos on my left arm, on my back, anything, because tattoos read as cancer. And I didn't have any tattoos anywhere in the place. And we ended that call with him again saying, congratulations, but I don't know where the cancer went. So best of luck, have a great life.
Great. Yeah. So every 6 months you need to go back.
At first it was every 3 months.
Or every 3 months, okay.
It was every 3 months for a couple years. Now it's at every 6. Within that first one, I went back, and so my hand was in a cast. I've got my leg grafted. Went back a couple months, they found another cancer on my shoulder. That was an outpatient thing. So they let my hand heal for 8 weeks because I couldn't use my left hand. Right. And then they cut a big hole in my right shoulder. So then from the left hand, now my right hand's gone and I can't do anything with my right arm. And since then, knock on wood, everything's just been the normal checks.
I'm really
and
glad
it's all been pretty good.
I'm also glad that we're making gingerbread cake.
Yeah.
Because we kind of stopped. You were it was such a great conversation. No,
you're supposed to be tossing.
I'm so engrossed in what you went through, and I'm so amazed, and I'm so grateful that they got all of your cancer.
It was quite the process for me, for the kids, for the family. It was interesting.
Yeah.
For those that know me, I'm very outgoing, very loud. I shared my whole process, pretty gruesome photos to some.
Yeah.
But it also caused a lot of my friends and people around me to go get checked.
That is awesome, and that's so important to say. I'm going to check on this molasses.
Okay. Molasses.
So we have a half a cup of molasses that we're going to put in here, and if you could take that butter over there, we have 8 tablespoons of melted, unsalted. Good, good. Work it. Work the butter. Work the butter.
Can I pour it off my elbow like the guy that does the cooking stuff?
You could, Jacob, but then we're not going to be able to eat. Go ahead and toss that in there with the molasses. Oops.
Oh, I'm not going to toss
You're good. I'll take the bowl. You mix that up for me. Wow. And it's such a great thing for you to say that about people getting checked, because it's so important for you to check on your own skin. And once you see something that's different, something that you haven't seen before, don't wait. The longer you wait, the longer you're giving that potential cancer an opportunity to grow.
Right. Being a Florida boy, you're outside all the time, especially when we were younger, and our generation went outside, not like the new generation on the phone.
Okay, we didn't just go outside. We literally like sprayed ourselves with oil and went outside.
So we all went outside, we played, we did this stuff, and you get sunburns, especially as a kid, you don't pay attention. But it's one sunburn. Is all it takes, and it takes about 10 to 15 years to develop.
Oh, wow.
And you're not taught that when you're younger, and now it's
important.
Go get checked.
So if you have kids, we encourage you, right, to
lots
make sure
of
they have sunscreen. 30, they say 30 SPF or higher.
From what I understand, after 30, it really doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's toss your little mixture.
I think it's a way to sell more stuff.
We're going to toss this butter and molasses mixture.
I keep wanting to toss these bowls.
Throw it. We're going to go ahead and put that in with our flour. Thank you. Slow and smooth, like you, Jacob. Smooth. I had noticed my first bout with skin cancer was 13 years ago. And I had gotten, go ahead, I had gotten just a little sore on my nose, on the side of my nose, that just wouldn't heal. Okay. It looked like it was going to heal. You can put that over there. Thank you. It looked like it was going to heal, and then it would just come right back. And then I had surgery then. That was my first time with Mohs surgery. I don't know who Mo is. Thank you for being able to get all my cancer, but that is some brutal surgery. You're awake the whole time. And they took out about 2/3 of the right side of my nose at that point. But I didn't need plastic surgery then. They just sort of brought everything together and made that work out. And they did a beautiful job, and they got all the cancer. I was very grateful. And now, just a few weeks ago, actually like a month ago now, because my surgery was a few weeks ago, I found another spot on my nose, the other side of my nose, and my schnazzy schnoz. And they told me I had basal cell carcinoma. Okay. Which when I tell people, and my friends and everybody, people are very like, oh, if that's the cancer you know, if that's the best cancer you could get. I'm like, no, we don't want any cancer. Right. And it was a very aggressive form of basal cell. Like my doctor said, just picture a little Pac-Man. It was just like eating away. So by the time I had the Mohs surgery on this a few weeks ago, it was very deep. So they took quite a nasty chunk of my nose out. And I did have to have plastic surgery on that one. But I'm so grateful they were able to get all the cancer. And I'm like you, I have to go back now it's 6 months to get checked. And they do full body checks because the skin cancer could pop up anywhere. Right. Not just on my schnazzy schnoz.
Not just on your schnoz.
Yeah.
But you're Jewish and born to have a nose job.
You know, I managed to go 45 years without a nose job up until a few weeks ago, but you know.
It's ingrained.
It's all good.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's part of our heritage? Yeah. Is that what it is?
Yes.
All right, so look, we're coming together with this beautiful batter so far. So we are going to mix in 1 egg. One. Singular sensation. Okay. Is that copyrighted? Can I sing that song?
If you put a little thing at the bottom.
That
give
says,
the credit.
This is from blah, blah. All right, and then we want a 1/4 cup of water. You got it. All right, and we're not going to toss it in yet, but we are going to toss in 1 cup of buttermilk. But I don't usually use regular milk, so I wanted a dairy-free version, even though I know I use butter. I can tolerate butter for some reason, but I can't tolerate milk. So you just need the juice of 1 lemon, and you put that in your measuring cup, and then fill it with whatever milk you want. I happen to use almond milk, up to 1 cup. And that's your buttermilk. You just let it sit for at least 10 minutes, and there's buttermilk right there that's dairy-free. Look at that.
Buttermilk with a lemon.
Buttermilk with a lemon. Well, you need the acid to set it off.
Lemon almond milk.
Doesn't it sound delish? All right, so you want to pour in that buttermilk. Tell me, like, how's your family been? Have you had a lot of support?
Yeah, a lot of support. It's a scary thing, and being the oldest of 2 boys for my parents and my mom, raised in Miami, Orlando, always in the sun, never had an issue, and it's just something that happened with me, and it's been a trying thing, but everybody's been there. My kids, because you've got a cast, and I used to complain about at the time how hard it was to take a shower, and I was like, I got to put a trash bag on my arm. I'm left-handed, so you're holding this up out of the shower. So all the kids tried to take showers that way, which I thought was cool. They put trash bags on their arms, and they went and bathed with their arms up, and I'm like, there's no way you tried that. And they're like, oh no, 100%.
No, we did.
We went in because we wanted to understand what you're going through, because we see how hard it is. Like you can't, I mean, you take somebody's, as anybody, you take their dominant hand out of the picture. You can't pick up a plate. You can't pick up a sandwich. You can't do anything.
You can't pick up a sandwich?
No sandwiches.
Oh my gosh, that just makes me so crazy. I'm going to toss in some vanilla, a teaspoon of it. So does that make you a little kind of crazy about your kids with sunscreen now that you've gone through this?
Yes.
Are you like?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm that nagging Jewish parent.
Yes. Because you weren't before.
I never. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. So now I'm that nagging Jewish father, mother, whatever you want to call it. Just go put your sunscreen on, kids. Put your sunscreen on. Do the sunscreen. Oh my God. Did you go out without your sunscreen? Oh my God. Wrong? Look at my hand.
You don't want to go through this or this. Do it. Just put on your sunscreen.
Learn.
All right, so you are going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees.
Do you just snap and that happens?
I do because I'm magical.
Okay, cool.
I don't know about everybody else. They probably have to push a couple buttons.
Is it a Bluetooth oven?
It's a Bluetooth oven. So look at this gorgeous batter. I prefixed. I did my pan with a little shortening and some flour so that the batter won't stick. And you're gonna bake this in your 350 degree oven for 40 to 45 minutes. Sound good?
Sounds great.
All right, we are gonna bake this lovely gingerbread cake and we'll see you guys when it's ready. Welcome back. Our cake is baked and my goodness.
Smells delicious.
With that ginger and that just sweetness smell. I cannot wait to dig in.
This is the blessed part of having a big Jewish nose because you can smell the delicious flavor and
I was gonna say it's like butter.
It's like butter.
It's like butter. When we cut through it, it'll be like butter. No, Jacob, I'm just so grateful you came and joined us. This can't be easy. I mean, I know it's a very serious topic that we sort of make it light. A light subject because people need to be talking about it. It's something you have to be aware of. Is there anything else that you feel people should know to watch out for or to do if they think they might have skin cancer? Don't be afraid to get checked. It's 30 minutes, 45 minutes out of your day, and it's worth it in the long run because if the longer you wait, the worse it's going to get, and it's not that big of a deal to take care of yourself. You brush your teeth, I hope. We hope. You wash your hair, you do all those things. Take care of your skin too. Yeah. It's pretty important. It's awesome, thank you. Yeah. How about trying this cake? Let's go for it. Would you mind slicing? Wait, before we do that. Before we do. I forgot. You can put some powdered sugar. You have to make sure your loaf cools really well. I thought you were going to take a picture for Instagram first. It was powdered sugar. It's just powdered sugar. It's taking the picture. But if you want just a little bit more sweetness, so this is the fun part. Ooh, and make it pretty, especially for the holidays. It gives it this little snowy look. Put a little powdered sugar on there. Look at that. Awesome. All right, now you can cut it. Give us a slice. Good. Let's try it. Do it. Oh, nice. I want to say that dangerous word that a lot of people don't like about the M word. Say it. The M word. Are you going to do it? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's moist. Sorry, I'm going. Yeah, there's only two of us. Yeah. You want to feed the world? Well, you had another plate there, so I didn't know. Oh, you didn't want an end piece? I love the end piece. You want the end piece? No, I'm good. Okay. I'm good. Jacob, it's been an absolute pleasure, or pressure. I'm not sure what that is. Pleasure, pressure. Are you going to eat it? We're going for this? Oh, we're going to feed each other? I'm good. I'm good. That's a really big bite, Jacob. Oh, wow, that's good. I love how I act surprised every time. I know. This is really good cake. Enjoy it. Make one of your own. Delicious gingerbread cake. Thanks again. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next show. Cheers. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more information on the disability that you learned about today, click the link below, and please subscribe to our channel. Peace, love, and happiness.